And we here, homies and honeys. Final Fantasy 16. Let's play. Now, just gonna give a warning. We will be reading item descriptions. I am not using save data from the demo. I'm starting fresh. We also will be pausing during cutscenes to read active time lore. Hopefully you're all ready to enjoy this ride with me. Let's dive on in. LP Final Fantasy 16. All right. Subtitles on. Yes. Language, English. Yes. No. Graphics. No. Performance mode. Frame rate mode, please. Thank you. Alerts. No, I don't need any of that. Action. Begin the game with standard equipment recommended for those players who are comfortable with action games. Thank you very much. The reaction. Thank you. So, it seems like they didn't add an option for motion blur. Well, it might be in the settings. I don't know, but I know there was supposed to be a patch that you didn't have to download if you bought the digital version of the game. But we'll see, because the motion blur is bad. It's real bad. So, I don't know if they turned it off, turned it down, or added a setting. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not in here. So, alright.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Okay, so I learned something playing the demo. I'm gonna throw out a little tip, at least from what I played of the demo. Okay, do not hold the button to fire. Tap that button as fast as you can, cause you will do more DPS. Now, I don't think for this specific part of the game, like this first part, but you do go through this again. Tap that button. Tap it. Press that button as fast as you can. Do not hold it. You will do more damage if you press that button as fast as you can rather than hold it. Just a little pro tip. Let's get back in. That music too lit.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
We are here, baby. All right, see if they gave us an option. All right, main menu system options. On the system tab include wireless controller configuration as well as video, audio, accessibility, and language settings. All right, additional content can be redeemed from the system tab in the main menu upon completing a chance encounter in the main scenario. I think I do got some items for pre-order in the game. All right, let's see what we got here. Wireless target lock toggle, that's fine. Gameplay is action focused. Okay, first of all, I'm turning this up to at least 5. Target follow. What's this? Automatically adjust camera position when next target is off screen. I don't know what that means. That might be something we come back to. I don't see a controller audio. I'm gonna turn this off because I'm playing with headphones. So what's the point in having stuff come out the controller? And the controller is kind of under my microphone, so you would be getting feedback from the controller shooting audio up into my microphone. So we don't want that. Please, homie and honeys, let me know how the audio is sounding. If it's too low, you think I need to raise it, we'll do so. Subtitle size, I'm gonna put it on low. I'm gonna turn speaker names on. Okay, put it on small. Even though I'm pretty blind, I don't want them to be too big, so I'll leave it on small. I'm gonna stick with type A because that's what I'm used to. They like motion blur in this game. Like, I can see it. It's not as bad as it was in the demo though. Main menu. Press the, button at any time outside of a cutscene to open the main menu. Gameplay configurations, okay. System tab. Right.
We don't have time for this.
Okay, this is our active lore. Active time lore, you hold down the touchpad to active time lore, ATL. Feature a compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current story progression. Active time lore can be viewed during most cutscenes. All active time lore entries can be accessed later in the game. So we can either not deal with this now or do a big reading lore dump later. But I want to know what's going on like now, right? So let's start off with the Nysa Defile. The Nysa Defile, a deep arid valley located in the eastern part of the Dalmatian Republic. During the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, it was the site of repeated skirmishes as the Iron Kingdom attempted to make incursions into the Dalmatian territory. Then we got the Bastards. The Bastards, a unit of trained assassins deployed to Nysa Defile, deep within Dalmatian territory, and tasked with the elimination of an enemy dominant. Brand, the mark applied to the cheeks of bearers, identifying them as something other than human. The great nations of Valistia have a long-standing accord to brand their bearers in this way, that the slaves might be traded across borders.
All hell is about to break loose. Time to move.
Just in time.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not?
Alright, so we got the Men of the Fist. The Men of the Fist, Dalmatian standing army. While officially an organ of the Republic, each of the 5 states is granted relative autonomy with regards of the management of its troops. Aside from certain specialized squads, battle deployments are most comprised of small units employing a mixture of foot soldiers and battle mages. The former are known and feared for their curved swords and prodigious axes, and the deadly skill with which they wield them. Okay, and then we got Fort Zernitra. Fort Zernitra, a stronghold situated in the western end of Nysa Defile in the Dalmatian Republic. In the year 873, it served as a site of meeting covened by the Dalmatians with their Walloder allies, in an attempt to enlist their aid in driving back the Iron Blood, who had been a thorn in their side since the Battle of the Twin Realms 8 years before. All right, and then we got the Dalmatian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm, and it has its capital at Randella. It is also home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Fang. There is no official state religion, and citizens are free to worship as they please. Dalmatian's key political entry in the parliament which is formed of ministers representing each of the states with the prime minister at its head.
Pledge your swords to our cause.
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Smoking that ether, drinking that high potion, tripping.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men?
Okay, got another lore entry here. The Kingdom of the Waloed. I think I'm saying that wrong, though. We'll see. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Waloed has its capital in Stonehere, home of the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. A warlike land, its considerable military might serves to keep neighboring countries at bay, while Waloed does maintain a national alliance with the Dalmekian Republic in the southern storm. It is very much a marriage of convenience. Okay, so it's convenience is why these two are working together. Gotcha.
It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me. The Ironblood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
The Iron Crusade. The fighting forces of the Iron Kingdom ultimate command rests with the king, who issues orders directly to the commanders of each of his battalions. Ironblood's soldiers generally prefer heavy clubs and great axes over swords and lighter weapons. This rather brutal approach is indicative of their overall attitude, which has earned them the reputation on the continent as savage, if somewhat primitive warriors. Ooh. Dominant. Okay. Those within whom sleeps the power of an icon, though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman. They can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. So dominants are like basically like having a nuclear weapon, basically, right? A deterrent, a threat, and a peacekeeper, basically. You know what I mean? I get it. The Battle of the Twin Realms. Now, we heard this like a couple times. We read about it a little bit ago. The Battle of the Twin Realms was a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrique and the Kingdom of Wallod in the year 865. Sambrique's forces, with the power of the icon Bahamut on their side, took the Strat of Otha back from Wallod, putting an end to a blockade that had lasted several decades. The Walloders, looking to hold back the Sambrique's advance by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dhalmekian Republic, who themselves were waging war against the Iron Kingdom on the Western Front and prevented the Empire from progressing any further. The Empire. There's always an Empire.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Like I said, get used to it. I'm gonna be checking active time lore all the time because I want to know like the ins and outs of what's going on. And on that note, we will be trying to keep these episodes like 60 minutes. They may be longer in some cases depending on what's going on.
And quick and deadly, as always. Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Titan. So the Daleks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Like I said, gonna be a lot of this. Shiva, a warden of ice whose appearance on the battlefield makes her enemies' blood run cold. The Iron Blood sent Shiva against the Republican forces in the Nysa Defile, where she dueled against Titan, the icon of Earth. And we have Titan, the Warden of Earth, whom Hugo Kupka, that's why he called him that, I see, alright, is the current dominant. he takes the form of a stone-skinned giant whose granite fists shake the earth with every mighty pummel. Titan's dominance awakens among the people of the Dhalmekian deserts. The recipient of his strength being granted great power and status by the Republic in return for a commitment to protect the nation in times of war. Right.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move! Anytime, Wyvern. You just gonna stand there?
Deleted. Just deleted your boy, bub. That was crazy.
Wyvern! Wyvern! I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Get up, Clive!
Do you yield?
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
arms. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery. Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Press square to perform a melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Okay, we can't access active time lore. Lock on. Alright. Execute a forward swing combo. Got that.
Good. Again. Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the Phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Press triangle to cast fire, a ranged spell that can strike enemies from great distances.
Keep them coming. Excellent. Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Press R1 to evade an enemy's attack. Precision dodging. Evading an attack at a precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using a square or triangle.
Come on. How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
Master.
Get good, boy.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close in on a target. Swift attack, both melee and range attacks, magic, can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift.
Fly at your foe before he can raise his guard. Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Consumables. Consumable items such as potions, tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP and temporarily boost attributes. Item shortcuts. Consumables can be assigned to up, right, down via the items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the menu.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments. wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Time to fight.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
All right. Breaking an opponent's will. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Come on.
Staggering your enemies. Lord Modok's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try to deal as much damage as possible before he regains consciousness. Use R2 plus square to execute Phoenix or Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted by Clive by the blessing of the Phoenix.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal. Nice try.
Come on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Whooped on him. Time for active time lore dump. Clive Rosfield, first-born son of Archduke Elwin, ruler of Rosaria. From a young age, Clive dedicated himself to mastering the blade, and his practice paid off when he was appointed First Shield of Rosaria, tasked to guard the Phoenix and blessed with the ability to wield a part of his fire. We got Rodney Murdoch. All right, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Not only is he a skilled warrior and a loyal guardian of the Rosfield household, he is also a fine tutor. Indeed, it was he who trained Clive in the secrets of swordsplay. While he may be hard taskmaster, his belief and trust in the shields that serve under him make him a much-loved leader. Okay, we got Rosliff Castle. Situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosliff. It is from the towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation, an architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since early days of the duchy and watched over his rise of the proud nation and the people who inhabited the city beneath. Right? The blessing of the Phoenix. The boon Joshua bestowed upon his brother upon Clive's ordination as first shield, allowing him to wield fire aspected magic without a crystal. It has long been custom in Rosaria for the dominant of the Phoenix to share a part of their power in this way, performing this rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint as their protectors, that they might serve them the better. Okay. Then we got First Shield. First Shield, title granted to the mightiest and most stalwart shield of the Rosarian army. The First Shield is entrusted with the personal protection of the dominant of the Phoenix and is gifted a portion of the icon's power over flame, a boon known as the blessing of the Phoenix. Okay. Big lore dump.
Aye.
Bested at last. it's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Hit your boy with that Curaga.
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
All right, we got Joshua Rossfield. All right, second son of the Archduke of Rosaria, Joshua was appointed heir of the ducal throne by virtue of his awakening as a dominant of the Phoenix. His love and admiration for his elder brother, Clive, is absolute, and he is only too proud to have him serve as his first shield. His love for carrots, less so. Young boy don't like vegetables, all right? He don't like carrots because they the same color as his hair. Now, I wonder if his hair, this is just me speculating a little bit. He is the Phoenix. I wonder if, like, him being blessed by the dominant and having the power to change his hair color, right? Because his hair is not the same color as Clive and their brothers, right? So I wonder if the Phoenix hair, like, changed his hair color. That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Look at that. Look, boy, she was looking at him like, you mother. All right, here we go. We got some more. We got Annabella Rossfield, Duchess of Rosaria, wife of Archduke Elwin and mother of Clive and Joshua. While she adores her younger son, she treats Clive and Jill with naught but a thinly veiled contempt. With thinly veiled contempt. She is giving him the stank eye, boy. And we got Jill Warwick. Jill Warwick, born a princess of the Northern Territories. Jill was made a ward of Rosaria after her homeland's incessant raids were quelled by the duchy. She was raised in Roslith Castle alongside Clive and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. Okay, so she's from somewhere in the north, and I guess Clive and Clive's dad, Elwin, rescued her from, I guess, like her city was getting raided by somebody. Something happened. We'll probably hear about it more later, or get more backstory on how she got here.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
I missed that middle one. Here we go. Daddy. All right. Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. So he went up there and did something. He went to the north and did something and came back with Jill. So something happened. I hope we get some more backstory on that, either through this or like some kind of cutscene of her past, right? Like, you know, how she got here.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Look at Puppers, bro.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
Torgal. Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Sunrise, sunset. Finding your way. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with an icon. Why is it called animal instinct? That's weird. That's like, that sticks out for some reason. Like, they called it animal instinct for a reason, at least to me. Right? It's an interesting thing to call it.
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Alright. Let's see. We got any more lore dump here? Yeah, we got Torgal out here. Now, I'm pretty sure Torgal is not a dog. Torgal is a wolf. Alright? And if you know anything about Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy in general, this is like Fenrir to me, right? Like, Torgal is Fenrir, right? Clive's faithful friend, brought back from one of the Archduke Elwin's expeditions to the frozen northern territories, where he was found half-starved and shivering in a snowfield. Having presumably been separated from his wolf pack, okay, Elwin gifted the puppy to Clive upon his return, and the two became nigh inseparable. So he went and did something in the north. He came back with Torgal, and he came back with Jill. Okay, and Torgal is a wolf because he said pack, and wolves are always they be in packs, right? Wolf pack, right? Cool. And what was the butterfly he was chasing? There's something about that too. Can we see Clive? Here we go. The Attributes tab provide a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. Right? The Items tab contain a list of all non-gear items currently in Clive's possession, including those used in quests. Consumable items such as potions can be used at any time from this tab. Assigning shortcuts. Items can also be assigned as shortcuts for quick access during gameplay. Select an item from the consumables list and press square to bring up the shortcut window. After confirming the button it is to be assigned to, press X to confirm the decision. Okay. Journal. The Journal tab contains information on the main story progress as well as the current completed side quests. Okay. Pride. Okay, in 860, with the coming of the spring does green once again return to the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and the Baileys of the Rothless Castle. Men who have sworn their swords to their country train in anticipation of coming conflict, and it is here that one young man in particular endeavors to prove himself worthy to the ones he loves. To kill a dominant, a dawn breaks over the Nysa defile in the 87th year of the Valestian calendar. The armies of the Dhalmekian and the Iron Kingdom gather, and their icons, Titan of the Republic and Sheba of the Orthodoxy, make ready to take the field. Meanwhile, high above it, and a small party of branded assassins survey the battlefield like hawks in search of prey. A flamed summon, the night burns red as twin titans clash. Dressed in flame, they vie for dominance. One a beacon of hope, the other an aberration and affront to the very laws of nature. There is no room in this world for both, for there can be only one icon of fire. Okay. So there being a Titan and a Phoenix is like wrong in some type of way, right? Not a Titan, a Phoenix and an Ifrit, all right? Potion. Curative infusions, a common herb found growing throughout Valestia. Potions are administered to most frontline soldiers as an expense and less dramatic alternative to the barber's blade. Okay, it recovers 20% of your maximum HP. High potions, potent infusion of common herbs found grown throughout Valestia. High potions are administered to seriously injured frontline soldiers when the infirmary treatment is impractical. 40%. Stone Skin. Tonic. The wave of your Euphoria, alright? Euphoria induced by this foul-smelling brew grants those who drink it delusions of invulnerability. It is widely consumed by soldiers seeking to toughen their own hides, however briefly. Okay. Then we got Shield and Ensign. I might be butchering that. A brazen seal received by the ducal shields upon completion of their accolade. May the blessing of the crystal go with us and shields the firebird's flames forevermore. Ducal shield of oath. Okay. Alright, main menu, gear and icons. The gear and icons tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. Alright, we got the Rosarian Oath. Upon joining the ducal army, all future shields receive a longsword that is not only serves as their weapon, but a representation. But represents the oath they take to defend Rosaria and her people. The blade is of this particular weapon is approximately a hand shorter than those used by most, making it more suitable for a squire not yet fully grown. And we got a Rosarian belt design, more for keeping one's trousers in place than stopping the head of an axe. Those expecting any discernible protection from this basic accessory will be surely disappointed. Okay, so we don't have nothing there, and we do have these are those accessories that make the game easier, which we will not be using at all. Get that out of here. And then we got the system stab. It is what it is, baby. I think for episode 1 right here, we're gonna go ahead and make the cut right here in this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the first one of Final Fantasy 16 Let's Play. Homies and honeys, I catch you in the next one. We're gonna be OUC out. Deuces.